now I'm recording class. Don't worry, it doesn't mean I'm recording from the corners of the rooms or anything. Your faces aren't going to be in here, okay? It's just whatever's going to be in under this, like this document camera, as well as whatever you see on the projection screen is what's going to be recorded, okay? So just in case you don't know, right, or anybody else forgets, all my classes are recorded, all the lectures are recorded, and will be put up online on my website, okay? So if you go to my website, it starts off with my beautiful homepage. I think you guys might know what that looks like already. Maybe not, okay? But it seems like everyone does, because obviously if you put yourself in my mind, you know what it looks like. Hi, Allison. Just go ahead and grab a seat. What's up? Oh, you did? I'm flattered. You might be the only one. Does anybody else watch the video?
I saw it just because I was trying to figure out what that was. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. So we have 2 people. Okay. So great job, Malia. Yep. Okay. My homepage. Here's some tabs. In case you don't remember, too, if you ever need to go see me for tutoring, I have times right here. Okay. You just got to click on this guy. Okay. But if we're back in integrated math 2, let me show you anything new this week. Nothing really new. I have both the lectures up right now. Or please pay attention to the length of these videos. The last lecture was about an hour long, hour 20 minutes or so. Then I had a little bit more I wanted to go over that I couldn't go over in class. So I had a part 2 made. Okay. That's not optional to watch. I really want you guys to watch that as if that was a class that you missed. Okay. It's only 10 minutes long. Today, I know for sure I'm going to go over time, or I'm not going to get to go over everything. All right. So today, for sure, this is week 3, so don't worry. Right underneath week 1, it's going to say week 2 videos. It's going to have the lecture that you just experienced. Okay. You experienced firsthand. And then it's also going to have like a part 2 and 3, hopefully by tomorrow night. Okay. That's my hope. Okay. If I stay up late enough and I don't fall asleep. Okay. Like sometimes I'll do that. Then I can get the videos up by hopefully somewhere in the morning. Okay. So they're going to be up and they're going to be awesome, right? Malia, I just want to make sure you know I have a Google Classroom as well. That's where all the solutions for the work is at, okay? Oh, you don't have your student email yet. Okay. Another option too. Does anybody remember the other option to check your answers? Where do you go if you don't have the solutions manual on you? Okay, I'm actually very happy that none of you guys know this, because in most other high schools, this is a problem. Teachers don't want you to see the answers. Okay, here we do want you to see the answers, right? Because you're at home most of the time. You go to Slater. I have no idea what Slater's is going to take you at. Okay, Slater.com. What? No, not Slater's. Slater. I apologize for the delay in trying to get to the content. In the meantime, why doesn't everybody get out a piece of paper and a pencil while I show you Slater.com? Okay. I don't think any other class in the school would mind that you guys check your answers for any reason on this website. But if you have any questions on some textbook problems, come to this site and then type in whatever textbook you have. I think this one's just literally integrated math 2. And then go through the list and try to find the one with both the title and your picture. That's definitely my book right there. I'm going to click it. So for now, Malia, this is probably your best bet. And for a lot of you guys, if you guys don't want to go through Google Classroom, you just want to check it really quick, you can even download a Slater.com app. And you can literally just put in your page number and it'll show you some solutions for a bunch of stuff. So here, let's just pretend that my question right now, I'm lazy. I don't want to go through all the sections. I don't want to have to click through all the stuff and click all these links to find the right problem number. I just literally look down the page number that my problem is on. Like, hey, it's on page 57. I'll put 57. You press go. And then it should pop up, whatever questions are on that page, it should pop up with a whole bunch of solutions for all those problems on that page. Okay, so on page 57, we were apparently on chapter 1-7, which is very funny. That's like the last section you guys are covering for this month. So let's say I'm stuck on number 47. I open that up. and then you can just take a look at some of your solutions. Now, I know that's weird. It's like, okay, Mr. Reed, I got it. You don't have to keep showing me this, but take a look at it. It's very well done. It's very, very well written. Can anybody tell me maybe one possible bad thing about this website? Can anybody tell from what it is just by looking at through all this stuff? Yeah, Catriella, what do you think is the problem here?
Well, I think first off that since it gives you all the steps, it tempts you to want to just write it all out and not do the work yourself. And like even though it's like showing you how to get to the answer, like it would be better to have like where it prompts you for it, like as you're going through, because that way you're not gonna be cheating it all out and not learning the actual information.
Catriella brought up a very good ethic point too. This class, we try to prevent that from just copying down your answers too, because how much percent is your homework weighted? Does anybody remember? I think about like 20%. That's not a lot for your grade. So it doesn't really benefit you to just copy down the answer. It's better to just try at least. But there's one other thing too that I'd like to add to this as well. Len. Yeah, you guys noticed who posted this? That doesn't seem like a publisher's name. That doesn't seem like Eric Nielsen, or whatever. It's MS Bea 2020. These are literally created from people like you and me, or possibly college students or teachers. Who knows who this was created from? You can go by the ratings. If the rating's 1.2, you probably shouldn't think that that's the answer. Okay. But you usually go by the rating system, like, oh, this guy got like a 4.5. Maybe his answer is right, but the explanation he went through wasn't the best way to do it. Okay. So pay close attention when you use Slater.com. It's not the official solutions manual. Okay. So if you just want a quick and easy answer, you just want to check it really quick, keep it with a grain of salt that none of this stuff is official. Okay. None of these answers are official. To get the official answers, you got to go on Google Classroom, right? Capiche? Okay, everybody got itchy trigger fingers right now? Okay, no one knows what I'm talking about, do they? They're like, where is he going with this? Okay, let's go back here. Let's hide this. Okay, I want everyone to stand up right now. I know this is a math class, but I want you to stand up, okay? Okay, get comfortable with someone across the room or just someone, right? Get comfortable as in like, oh, all right, there's that person over there, okay? I want you to gravitate towards that person because in a few seconds, not right now, you don't have to do it now, like this is getting really weird, this is a math class, because eventually I want you guys to go to the new location where there's pens and markers, and I want you guys to go on the board, find any space on the board. Here's a board, here's a board, here's a board, here's a board. There's boards behind Jordan all over the place. There's a huge board right next to Mateo, as you can tell. Wait, did I say you're right, Mateo? Okay, Mateo, there's a board right there. I want you guys to find a board with some partner. Do not do this alone because you're going to be like, I am very self-conscious about what I'm writing right now. I don't want you to feel that way, okay? Find someone that you feel comfortable with or just someone. That's my mandatory order, and solve these problems, okay? All right, go. You guys have about like 5 or 10 minutes to do this, okay? This is review. If you don't know how to do it, look around, look at, and erase all the space on the whiteboards, okay? You guys have like 10 minutes to do this. Yeah, and please ask each other names a lot because that helps me to overhear it and learn your names because I still stink at names. Truth be told. Okay. Yeah, I'm never going to get good with them. So erase everything on the boards, guys. This space is all yours. Do not feel like, oh, I don't want to ruin this guy's work. Nope, take it all down. And there's markers all over the place. Feel free to grab those whiteboards and put them on your desk too. Like if they're mobile and you can move them to your desk too. Don't feel like you have to keep them there. The only ones you can't take off are the ones that are stapled to like the wall. You can't take those off, right? You can just write the answer if you like. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. In case you guys like, does he really want to be like this? Like, that's weird. Okay. If you don't know how to do some of these, it's okay. This is not a test. Look at what other people are doing. Literally, look over your shoulder and be like, what is he doing? What is she doing? What's it? I don't know.
solve it.
Right. Feel free to move around the room too. Talk to people or just like kind of be like,
Yeah.
If you guys don't know how to do something, ask other people. Like, hey, how'd you guys get number 2? How'd you guys get number 3?
So that's that's a 2. It's not 2x.
Which one?
Oh, the second one looks like an 8, but you like.
Oh yeah.
You get a 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my mistakes when I was young. Yeah.
So you got 1 something 3. Pretty sure it's gonna be a 2.
Oh yeah. You can kind of see my thought process. What did I just write? Let's fix this.
Generally, it's just going to start with an x squared.
Help each other out. If you think you've mastered all these, walk around and help out other people too.
Oh wait, I didn't see that you wanted the first part. I have no idea.
What's up?
5 is
Yes, that's a square root symbol. So it's written a little bit weird. With
Yeah.
Same.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a square root. That's a square root. How we doing,
The
Jordan?
square root sign is actually
Good. Number 2 is so crazy. We're gonna go over number 2
Yeah, I
too.
think so. There we go.
Are you gonna go over these after?
Yeah, whichever ones we had the most problem.
What is that?
What's up?
No.
Wait. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, 4 is 15. How did you get that?
Because when I was at the same square root, doesn't it just equal the numbers?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the
But more like
25
that.
square.
And the square root of 25 is 5.
It's 5
And then, yeah, exactly. Multiple ways to think about that. Yeah, but you guys will come to similar answers.
Trying to remember how to do that.
If you guys are stuck on one, I would walk around just sneakily, be like, "Hey, what'd you guys get? I don't know what to do. I have no idea what's going on." Number 6 and 7 are really tough. Okay, number 6 and 7 require a little bit of review.
Oh, wait. Trying to so this one, yeah. Where did you get to? You got to 3. Is that what you're Or is this like okay, just don't. I was just like trying to figure things out.
So I'll give you guys until 12. 52. Okay. 12:52. That gives you guys about 5 more minutes.
Sometimes.
Wait.
My grandfather.
And number 4. Or not number 5.
So this is the next one.
Square root of 5 squared.
No.
Okay, so you're multiplying.
That's it? 9 to the square root of 5?
That's what we got.
That's what I got. That's what everyone got.
Oh, okay. Then I got
Right.
right.
That's good for now.
Yeah. I don't know what you got. I don't know what you said.
It's like square root of 9 times square root of 9.
Later on, this is 3 square root of 5 times square root of 5 is what I think it is. Times 1. Yeah. Oh my God.
I have. Yeah, no, I don't have
9 times 5.
Yeah, we should have probably ran that
Do you get what I'm going with that? Like, if I remember how to do that straight.
All right, Mr. Leonard. I heard that you have no clue. I like that. I like that you need to be forthcoming. Be like, I don't know what's going on, but use that to your advantage and walk around and talk to other people. Like, guys, did you guys get something? I don't know what to do with it. All right. I'm just using it as an example.
I'm not totally sure if I got 4 and 5 right, but I went with what I thought.
What did you just get for 5?
5.
Or 45?
Yeah, 5. Yeah, your 4 and 5 are good.
If you're matching it up with what, so we run 6 square root of 25. So this is the same.
You would just leave it as 8.
So 9 times 5.
Right.
Nice. How'd you guys do?
Well, the last problem, do you round to 2 decimal places?
Yeah.
Just round to whatever. That's fine. Yeah, maybe 1 decimal place would be good. Yeah. You haven't learned the rules of how specific rounding can get until you get to like chemistry. That's where I'm like super picky.
I did
Right?
that last year.
Yeah, you remember that?
Significant figures.
Yep. So don't worry about that. Yeah. If you've already dealt with that and you're not in the context of chemistry, I'm not going to be so strict.
No, it would be 6 square root of 5. Okay, additional, but like since you don't.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Yeah.
How many decimals out do you want us to go for the 200 inches to feet when you're dividing?
How funny. Catherine and Malia just asked the same question. Just 1. 1's fine. Yeah. Just 1. But when you're in my chemistry class, though, Len, I'm going to be really strict. It's like your significant digits, whatever number you started with. So if your number was, what was it, like 200?
Yeah.
How many significant digits did you see in 200?
How many what?
How many significant digits are there in 200?
Wait.
Well, 1. It's just that 2 in the front. So technically your answer should only be 1 significant digit, but don't do that. Okay, it's just a little FYI trivia. You don't have to do that. Okay, guys, you guys got about 2 more minutes, and I'm going to stop you wherever you are, okay? Especially 6 to 7, I'm definitely going to go over.
Does that sound
I mean, okay, so wait, so we just double check for here. So 6
I love it. You guys are all over. I love this.
and
This is great.
50 over 3. So no.
60.
Oh, wait.
What I
The
did.
second. Yeah. I was. Whoa. Seconds to minutes. Or you just
Can you
I mean,
get my phone? I think it's in.
think about it. You could just do more steps.
It's on the table. I think.
Okay.
Just check it. Do 200 divided by 12.
You're getting
please.
7. Truman, it's just multiplication. You don't need to be scared of it. That's too bad. Too late.
1 more minute.
Wonder.
They're going to stop you.
Truman, how many inches is it?
16.67 approximate. So if that's what we're saying.
So how many inches in a mile?
One meter.
How many inches in a mile? And then you
That's all
do
it is?
that. Divide by
No,
500.
okay.
That doesn't sound easy, Lynn, what you just said. That does not sound easy. Like it might be easy to you, but I'm not that good. I just,
One step at a time. It's not like
yeah.
horrible math. It's just basic multiplication. I mean, it's multiplying multiple times.
It can get to that point. You can get to that point, but not like I definitely didn't see it like that for a long time. So I don't know, Lynn. Oh yeah.
Is it?
I was.
Should it be an approximation?
Yes. It should be. Yes. Number 6.
And then
All right. Stop where you are. Okay. Okay. Leave your answers. Don't erase them. Okay. Leave them up. And then just bask in the glory of what you were able to accomplish. Please go back to where you're sitting. Okay. We're gonna discuss these problems. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to hop right into it. So you can write these down as notes if you'd like. Or if you're very sure about some of them, you're like, I think I got a lockdown. I don't have to write these notes, but this is just the warm-up, okay? So 4 times x plus 3. What is the property that I would need to use to get that 4 multiplied to the x and the 3 on the inside? Yes, Catriella. Yeah, that's distribution or the distributive property. I have to distribute that 4 into both those numbers on the inside, giving me 4x plus 12. Not a big deal. The second one might not be something that we all know. Can anybody give me their final answer for this? Would anybody like to shoot for it? Okay, I'm going to give it to Jordan. Jordan, go ahead. You got 2x plus 12? So I'm assuming you multiply these two and these two, correct? Okay, so you have 2x plus 12. I like that you shot for it. It's good. Good. However, that is not quite the full answer. You only have kind of part of it right now. Okay, Len, could you also add to this a little bit? What if I so if I multiply this, do you guys notice that this is almost exactly what we saw before, right? 4 times x plus 3. So what should I get at least from that? 4x plus 12, right? So what you did there was you distributed this to this. Not a big deal, right? But you have a new number in there as well. That x is also in the parentheses. What do you think you're going to have to do with this number in relation to these numbers? You're also going to distribute this number to both of those numbers in the other parentheses. So you're going to add this component. X times x is not x squared, or not 2x, okay? When you add x's together, then yeah, there's an x and there's an x. I add them up, they have 2 x's, okay? But when you multiply them, it's a little bit different. It's going to be x squared. You change the exponent. X times 3 is going to be 3x. If you combine like terms, which is what you're supposed to do, you take the 4x, you combine it with the 3x, 7x, and then, so these two are combined. Then the 12 and the x squared don't combine. I know yours might be written a little bit differently, but it's just a little bit out of order. Okay? Did everybody get that? It's okay if you didn't. We're going to go over that again, because this is actually technically new material. Is that what you got? Nice. Very nice. Some of you guys have different ways to do this. Okay? So write that down. I heavily encourage you to write this down. Okay, number 3. What did someone get? Would anybody like to volunteer to give me their answer? What'd y'all get? Yes.
9.
Okay, very good. Which things did you multiply together, though? Only the 3's. How come not the square root of 5? Can anybody explain why they didn't do that? Oh, do you have your hand up, Allison? I'm sorry. No? Okay. All right. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Catriella.
Because if you get the square root of 5, then you'd be multiplying it to both. So if you had 9 and plus 3 square root of 5 would really, it just doesn't really make sense like that.
Mhm.
Because the point is that when you take something out of the radical underneath it, then you multiply it to what's connected directly to it on the outside.
Okay.
So either way, you're going to have the same answer.
Mhm.
You would do all the work, but since you're doing it in simplified terms, then you have to have it next to it. So it would be 9 square root of 5 for the reason.
Okay, I see. Okay. What I was just gonna say is because they're not like terms too. That you I usually like to keep the clean numbers that are away from the square root sign outside and multiply them, and then anything in the square root I don't want to deal with until the very end. So you just leave it like the square root of 5. Just leave it like that. Okay. And here, though, however, I have the opposite situation where I have one number on the outside, so I kind of leave that alone. I kind of see that there's no like term on the outside here, like there's no 3 here that I need to multiply to, but the square root of 5 times the square root of 5. Can I actually multiply those numbers underneath the square root sign? Yeah, I can. So it's like 5 and 5. It's like 5 times 5. Some of you guys might go a step further and say 5 times 5 is how much, guys? Yeah, 25 you said, right? No, not 45, right? I thought I heard 45. I think it's just these headphones. It's 25. And you take the square root of 25, that'd be 5. But you can look at it 2 ways other than that. You can look at it as a pair of 5s. If you see 2 numbers that are the same under the square root, you can pull it out, giving me 3 times 5. Or, as Melita put it, if you just take 2 numbers that are square roots and you multiply them together, you're going to get just the number without the square root. Okay? So there's multiple ways to look at it. How about here? What did everybody get here? I got 45. Anybody else get 45? Nice. How are we able to achieve 45, though? Catriella, would you like to add? Yes.
You're still multiplying like terms, so you do 3 times 3 and the square root of 5 times the square root of 5. So when you're doing that, you take the square roots out of the equation. And so
Okay, so let's break that down again. The 3's can multiply to each other, but the 3's don't multiply necessarily to the number 5 right there on the inside of the square root. So you look at it as 3 times 3 on the outside, and on the inside of the square roots are the 5's being multiplied, okay? And then we have it as 3 times the square root of 5 times 5 is just 5. So I have 9 times 5 is 45, okay? That was number 5, right? Okay, number 6 and number 7, I need a little bit more room. So let's kind of come down here to figure out number 6. This was really hard, wasn't it? To convert, I think this is really tough. This is called dimensional analysis. We went through it very briefly last week. I'm going to try to bring it up as much as I can, okay? What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to start with whatever number you're given. The only number of value that you're given to is not these. These are not numbers that were given to you. These were conversion rates. The only thing that the question said was to convert 200 inches to meters. This is the only valuable piece of information we have to start with. You need to convert this inches to what type of unit. What unit do we want at the end? We don't want inches, but what do we want at the very end? What? Meters. Sorry. Meters. We want units of meters at the end. We have inches right now, but we need to take it step by step. We need to make this not into meter, or like not into inches. We need to transform it into meters. We have to take it step by step. I don't know of any, like, you guys know how many feet are in a yard, right? How many feet are in a yard? 3 feet. How about how many ounces in, no, how many quarts are in a gallon? How many quarts of milk are in a gallon of milk? 4 quarts, right? What do I know about inches? I don't know anything about inches to meters, but do I know about inches to anything else? To what? Feet. How many inches are in a foot? 12 inches. So let's first convert this into a unit I do know. So let's convert this to feet. So for every 1 foot, I convert it from 12 inches. Okay, so 200 inches times 1 foot divided by 12 inches. If I multiply it out this way, the inches will cancel out because it's on the top and the bottom. Okay, sort of like, again, multiplying 4 times 1 over 4. If you've done enough math, you know that if I multiply 4 times 1 over 4, it's as if you're canceling out this and this. The 4's can cancel out because if I multiply it straight through, it'd be like 4 over 4. I don't need to do that. I could just see right away this 4 on the top and this 4 on the bottom are going to cancel out, right? Well, units work the same way. As long as I place them in a way where the inches are on the top and on the bottom, they will cancel out as well. And you're only left with the unit on the very top. A lot of people ask me, how come, Mr. Wee, I don't just put in this? I know that 12 inches are in a foot, so this is about a little bit of review. How come I don't put 12 inches over a foot? What's to stop me there? Guys, what is to stop me? Why is this not correct? Allison, yes. What won't cancel out? What unit won't cancel out, Allison? Yeah, because it's not in the top and the bottom anymore. If you do it this way, the way it will come out, it would be inches squared over 1 foot. That's not what we want, is it, Allison? Not at all, right? Yeah, we don't want this. So that tells you how you're going to do your conversions. Now, a lot of you guys were like, I don't think I need to do it the way that was taught last week. Now you're going to see why you wanted to learn it the way we were taught last week. Because do I want my final answer to be in feet? No, I want it to be in meters. So I need to do one more step. I gave you 2 conversion rates. Do we know anything about a relationship between feet and meters? Yeah, so how am I going to write that? What am I going to multiply next? Yeah, like I'm going to put 3.28 feet, but where? Per 1 meter. Yeah, I'm going to put 3.28 feet on the bottom, 1 foot on the, 1 meter on the top. So that way the feet can cancel out. And my final answer, is it going to be in meters? Yes or no? Yeah, it's right there. That didn't cancel out. So if you're curious as to what to put in your calculator, oops. So that program, I loaded up a program, but hold on, give me 1 second. Does everybody have a TI-83 or know what a TI-83 looks like? This is a TI-83. You guys need to find a way to acquire this calculator for this year. You can check it out through the library one, or you can probably get it used, okay? What the sad thing is this technology is like over 20 years old. In fact, I use the same exact calculator that I'm telling you guys to buy like 15 years ago when I was in high school, and it's the same exact price. Your phone is far more advanced than this piece of technology, yet they're charging you like $100 and something bucks for it. So if you can get it used, go ahead. Because a lot of people in my age, they're like, oh yeah, I still have one of those things from high school. I don't need it anymore, so I'm just going to sell it. They're not trying to rip you off. They're just going to be like, I really don't need this. And they're probably using the same exact calculator in high school. Okay? Yes, Catriella. Yes, if you have the TI-83 or the 84, write that down somewhere. That's the calculator you need to get. You can buy it on Craigslist. You can get it from, I know a lot of you guys probably haven't dealt with Craigslist at your age. I don't know, because a lot of people are like, that's really shady, guys. I don't know, I don't deal with people there. I deal in Craigslist, so I'm not shady or anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm used to it now, okay? But like, it took me like college to be like, is Craigslist like a safe place? Like, I guess if you're like kind of smart about it, you can get a good deal on there, okay? Go with your parent, please, though. Don't be like, yes, if you know how to. So I'm going to show you some tricks on what to do, okay?
You should probably check people's programs and calculators if you know how.
I'll say that, yeah, if
I know TI makes it, that's why I'm saying it, because I know so many kids who put cheat sheets into the program so that they can look.
well, I say this, if you download it from someone, then you know what? That's probably not a good thing because you're just relying on that. But if you're the person that created the program and put it in the first place, you're probably smart enough to actually do the math itself. So you probably don't even need it at that point. So it's kind of counterintuitive. So by that measure, if you have the programs, I guess I'll delete it. But because I'm like, why do you need them? Because if you obviously you're the one that programmed them, you probably, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Okay, so sorry about that. So this is a TI-84. What it looks like. This is a simulation on what it's going to look like. So here's what I'm going to do. All the numbers on the top, 200, 1, and 1. I'm going to multiply straight across. 200. Here's the times button, 1 times 1. I'm going to multiply it straight through. You can do this on a calculator you have right now even, if it allows you to. You're going to divide every number on the bottom. Again, straight across. Divided by 12, divided by 3.28. Divided by 12. This is exactly how I'm going to punch it into my calculator. Divided by 3.28, okay? Did anybody get about 5.08? No? Yes or no? Yeah, that's a very tough question. Or that's a very, approximately about 5.08 meters, okay? So did you guys write that down? Number 6 is definitely something that you should write down, okay? Okay, so for the interest of time, number 7, I don't know if I'm going to have time to go through. Do not be scared, okay? I have some slightly good news in case you want to watch more videos, or bad news for those that are like, I don't want to watch any more videos of this guy, okay? On my cover sheet, so you're probably wondering what type of problems were the 6 and 7, okay? If you don't remember, let me show you what problems they were. So don't worry, I'm going to get to new stuff. This is slightly reviewy material. And it's okay if you don't know how to do some of it. It was there for you to kind of relearn. I'm about to go into new stuff in just a minute. I do apologize. My computer's really slow lately. Like, I don't know what's happening. Okay. As a review, lines 5 and 6, all right? 5 and 6, there's a worksheet that has all these types of weird conversion problems, okay? I thought it was a little bit easier at first glance, but looking back on it, they're pretty hard. Part 1 and 2, let me show you what they look like. I'm going to load that up really quick. But just letting you know, a little bit of an update. I have both the hand-written solutions right here. Solutions for part 1 are right here in this link. Solutions for part 2. New things that I just added the past week. There's tutorials. So for each question, okay? So if you really don't know how to do it and you need help, like from me, I made the videos ahead of time. Like on tutorial video 1, I go through like 2 or 3 problems. Part 2, tutorial video 2, I go through another 2 problems. This tutorial over here, I go through like 2 more problems, and I think like the last one I go through like the very last problem. Okay, the only problems I didn't go through are like probably 2 or 3 of the questions, okay, that you need to do on your own. Right, you can look up the solutions here. Sorry, I would click on all these links, guys, but it's taking forever to load everything up. I don't think I have enough time to wait for all this stuff. But let me show you this the worksheet that you're supposed to print out. Here's the worksheet. Your questions aren't here. The first few pages are just tutorials, like handwritten tutorials on what you're supposed to do if you don't have me around to help you. But I think it's the last page or the page. Okay. Again, it's taking forever to load. I don't know what's going on here, but oh, right here. You guys see this on page 7? Oh, man, come on. On page 7 right here are all your problems. This is part 1, okay? Part 1 is 6 questions long. Part 2 is 4 questions long. Does anybody remember what you're supposed to skip? You don't do one of these. Yes, Truman. Do not do number 8. Unless you're in chemistry. If you're in my chemistry class, you will have to do this in chemistry. Oh, yeah. Not for this class, but in the chemistry class, we have this. Yeah, so you're good. Okay, great. And if you did number 8, then awesome. I would normally give you extra credit, but I don't know how extra credit is going to work with Power Schools this year. So something else you don't know. Okay. So I know it's the same worksheet link is up. Come on. This here and this here are the same exact worksheet, right? I just wanted to put down like you had to do both parts, okay? But they're the same exact worksheet. So don't be like, do I have to do it twice or something? I have 2 worksheets I got to print out. No, just print out one of these worksheets. And then here you have all the solutions for part 1. You have all the solutions for part 2 right here. And then these videos will help you out. Any questions on that? Okay, I blazed through that really quick. Let me see if I can close some of this stuff now. Oh, that's the solutions. Okay, let's go through some notes. Come on, Mr. Wee. Okay, everybody pick up your pencil. Prepare for some new notes. I'm going to go through like 2 sample problems and then give you more board work to do, okay? If you guys have any questions, let me know as I'm going along. All right. So some basic things that you need to know. 1-1. The first part is just pure notes, no problems yet. So adding and subtracting polynomials is what you're going to write at the top of your paper now, a new piece of paper. And then this is what you're going to write right here. You're going to write these notes. They're not the best looking things, but right there. Everybody loves my handwriting, yes? Yeah, Jordan? Huh? Yeah, go ahead. I have a pencil sharpener right there, okay? Can anybody read what the heck that says over there? Mono something, right? Mono. It looks like mile, like M-I-A-L. Monomial. That's correct. Very good, Catriella. That is monomial. I know that looks like brownell, but that's not what it says. It says binomial. B-I-N-O-M-I-A-L. I'm going to rewrite that on the monomial. Yeah. Binomial. And what's the last one say? Trinomial or trinomial. Okay. There's a hint here. What does it have to do with the thing that's next to it? Why is this called a monomial? Why is this called a binomial? Why is this called a trinomial? Then. So this is a term. That's one term. How many terms do you see here? I see 2x squared and I see 7. How many terms is that? That's two separate terms. Get it? That's a binomial. And then over here is a trinomial. So there should be 3. Who said there's 3? Yeah, there should be 3, but that one didn't look like it. So for some of you guys, like, I only see 2, Mr. Wee, but I think, Ethan, you had the foresight to know that there's eventually going to be 3, right? Trinomial. However, 2 of these things are called polynomials. So both of this and this are in a class called polynomials. Why are they both considered polynomials? Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, poly means more than one. So technically, binomial and trinomial are both types of polynomials. I'll say this though, mathematicians are a little funky. That is technically true. In the same way that a scorpion and I think a daddy long-legged spider are more the same than like a spider, like a black widow and a daddy long-legs. Does anybody know that? That's a weird connection I just made, isn't it? Right? Okay. Bear with me, right? These are polynomials, but when you say polynomial, right? This is what most people are talking about, okay? The trinomial. 3 terms. So when I say polynomial, think of 3 terms, okay? Whenever I mention that in class, it's 3 terms. And there's a reason why I'm going through so much detail in these names. Does anybody need a little bit more time or we're good? We're good, okay. Because I want you to be able to visualize this. So here's a type of problem. Here we go. We're launching into this. You guys ready? Subtracting polynomials. Imagine what that means. What does that mean? Polynomials that are subtracting. We got 3 terms that are subtracting or something. I don't know what that means. Let me give you an example problem. 3 minus 2x plus 2x squared. That's in parentheses. Then we're going to subtract away from that 4x minus 5 plus 3x squared. Does everybody see a set of polynomials? Do you see polynomials in front of you? Yeah. I mean, you could argue this whole thing is one giant polynomial. It has more than one term, right? But if you think about it, I see 2 polynomials. Do you guys see 2 polynomials? I see this is a polynomial, 3 minus 2x plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 5 plus 3x squared. I just don't want you guys to sit there and be like, all right, whatever he's writing, I'm just going to copy down, okay? Really think about what I'm saying. This is called subtracting polynomials, okay? You're subtracting polynomials. Any advice on how to maybe approach this? I don't know how to do this. You guys have any suggestions for how I should approach this? Yes? Yeah, to the 4x, the 5, and the 3x squared. And the rest is pretty nice. 3 minus 2x plus 2x squared minus 4x. This minus is going to go to that minus 5. What is that going to become, guys? Okay, very good. And that minus is going to go to the negative 3x, or positive 3x. So that's going to become negative 3x squared. That's correct. Now, how do we mash them up and conjoin them together? We combine like terms, meaning look at the ones that look alike. The 3 and the 5 look alike. There's no x's attached to it, so I can add those 2. That's 8. 3 and 5 can combine to make 8. Negative 2x and negative 4x can combine because they're not x squared, they're just x's. Minus 2x and minus 4x is minus 6x total. And then positive 2x and negative 3x squared. What's that going to combine to make? What is it? Negative x squared. Okay. That's your first topic. That's a topic I want you to know from this section. Okay? I'm going to go through one more topic, and then we're going to go do some example board work stuff. Oh, yeah, that was it from 1-1 that I want you to know. 1-2, we're going to go to 1-2 now. That was quick, wasn't it? multiplying a polynomial. So think about what that means. Multiplying a polynomial. Okay, polynomial by a monomial. So imagine what that looks like. You're multiplying a large polynomial by a singular monomial. So think about it in your head. I think a monomial is like, how many terms is that? 1 times like a polynomial? What is that going to look like? 2 or 3. Yep, I like that. You were very comprehensive there. Is it 2 or is it 3? I don't know. Technically, they're both polynomials. That's very astute. 15t, that's a monomial multiplying to a... Uh-oh, don't be scared. Are you guys scared? Yes. I like that. That was very funny. That was very cool. Okay, 5y squared t. Oh, I'm not done yet, guys. Minus ty yt squared plus 4y squared. Jordan, help me out. Or Jordan, help me out. Or Jordan, help me out. No, Jordan. No. You, Jordan. You, Jordan. Do you see a monomial? Yeah. Where is a monomial? Can you help me out here? 2y is definitely a monomial. What else is a monomial, guys? 15t. That's a monomial, and you're multiplying to the polynomial, right? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. What the heck do I do now? I don't know. Oh, well, you distribute 15t, Mr. Wee. All right, thank you very much, my very good listener. And then 2y goes to these two, okay? I'm going to say that this is 150y cubed t to the 6th power. How did I get that? Let's back up a second. Where the heck did that come from? Yes, Len, can you help me describe what happened? Why did you multiply those two? Just the 15 and the 10? Oh, I was just asking, like, that was right what you did, 15 and 10, but why is it that you decided to multiply those two and conjoin those two numbers? Yeah, you have to multiply them, but they're also, I just like them because they're kind of like like terms, you know? 15t. And then y cubed is left alone or what? There's no other y's. This is t to exactly what power, technically? That's the first power. So if you multiply anything with a similar base, t and t, then you just add their exponents together, right? So 5 and 1 is 6. There you go. Quick math. 15 times 5, guys. I can also cheat by writing 15 times 5. Is that right? Check my math, guys. Is that right? 75? Está bien? Yes? 75? Okay. I got 75 y squared t to the 2nd. Yes, squared. Very good. Okay. How about the next one? Now I'm looking at that minus 2y times yt squared. That 2 does not going to be touched. Y times y, though, that's y squared. Because if there's no power listed next to it, we can assume it's what power? 1. Okay, so it's y to the first power. This is technically y to the first power. That's y squared, t squared. And then this, I think, is 2y times 4y squared. I think that's the 2 and the 4 combined. So that's 8. And then y to the first power plus y to the 2nd power is y to the 3rd power. Am I good? Ah, shucks. Yes. How did you get that? Why is it negative 8, though, Catherine? Yikes. Distribute the negative 2y, guys, okay? All right, and let's see. It looks like we're done, but is there anything that looks alike that are actually like terms? Okay, these don't look alike because the y is cubed and then t is to the 6th power. These do look alike. They both have y squared and they both have t squared. You can actually add and subtract them. So meaning I could take 2 away from the 75, giving me 73 y squared t squared. And this is 150 y cubed t to the 6th power minus 8y cubed. That's my final answer. Okay? Okay, you're sort of going to take a break. Not really. Don't think you are, but you don't have to write this down on your paper. Just sit back and relax and look at it. Bask in it. Look at its magnificence. Now remember back to who you worked with last. And then say a nice little goodbye. And sorry. No, that doesn't allude to anything crazy, okay? Find out someone new in your life. In this room, sorry. Because that's who you're going to work with, okay? I want you to find a new partner right now. A new partner. I could have just said, just look at it, find a new partner. But I'm not going to say it like that, okay? These are 2 problems. These are 2 separate problems I want you guys to do, okay? Find a space on the whiteboard. Work with someone new, okay? Make other people feel welcome. Like, hey, I don't know who you are, but nice to meet you, okay? All right, guys, go ahead. Please get up now. Everyone get up. Find a new partner, and please work on the board. Help each other out. Ultimate goal is to try to get everyone to do well in this class, okay? Hannah, you may work with Malia, Mateo, Ethan, Mateo, Allison, anybody. Truman. Oh, sorry, you're working with Malia?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I guess you are. Sorry. Oh, no, you're working with Allison. I don't know.
There's gonna need to be one third person group.
Yes. Yes. Truman. Wait, Truman and Hannah.
Yeah.
Truman and Hannah.
Wait, Mr. Wee, are we doing the red problem or the black problem?
Both of these. These are 2 separate problems.
Are we doing both of these?
Yep. Yes, you are. You can attack them one at a time.
Oh, one at a time. Okay. Both.
These are 2 different problems. That's why I had you guys take so many notes.
What?
Okay, so
Or do you use
I can do the first with my car if you want. I'm gonna wait for Truman, can you come over a little bit, please, so I can see the board?
Yeah, Truman, can you move over? No, just kidding.
Yeah, that's the wrong way. Because I mean, you just. Yeah. Isn't that a?
That's a good question.
Wait, isn't that 100? That's a.
Is it?
Yeah, wait, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, yeah, now I feel really.
Oh, I did plus a negative.
Guys, please look around at everyone
It
else's
is. Oh wow.
work, okay?
Oh wait.
Don't be afraid to look
It's on
around.
the outside, so you're just-
There's no shame in doing that. Just don't do it on the test, please, okay?
Get up and look at other people. Hey, can I take a look really?
Yeah, this is
Do you mind?
a little bit of a habit.
Do you want to do that side or?
Yeah, don't take this habit to other classes either. Just here. Mr. Sarah.
Is that okay? And that's it.
Or is it?
This is a minor marker. Wow.
Is that to the 3rd power? Because doesn't that already have 1?
Is it?
Yeah, because you add.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh wait, no, that one.
This one?
Yeah, this one. Because you have one and you're.
I'll give you till 1:35.
Wait.
So I give you guys about
Yeah,
6 more minutes.
that would mean they're
No, you
both.
got yours right.
That would be to the second, and that would be to. Yeah, that's the second.
You see how I did it?
Alright, Jordan,
What did I think?
So could niggas just continue it
Yeah,
if we're wrong?
No, I think so. I think that.
So
So
you
guys,
guys
you're not adding on to
So if you're adding those two, it would just be squared, right? Because the tens would like cancel out.
The reason why I just explain really quick, if both sides are equal, right? If I added one to one side, they're not equal. That's why
Stupid. Depending on like price range and stuff, there's one shop. Like,
Oh boy, another one. We have an eraser right here.
Do you? Oh, right, yeah. Okay. We'll bring that on over and then we'll have it.
I have another pair that I got somewhere else, but like nowhere else. Especially just to be guided.
Here, what we're going to do is
There's no good stuff.
No.
So,
No,
the first thing is this is all.
Okay, so you have to multiply them by
That means if this minus sign,
So
all everybody. Okay? So distribute first. This is no longer a positive.
What do we do with this side? But yeah, no.
I think you just write that out like that doesn't change.
Yeah, it's not California, but I just
So it's positive, right?
so.
But I'm almost never right.
No, I think that's
No,
and then
not here.
I mean we just add up like terms, right?
The big area. So like here.
I
So let's.
oh yeah, the 8 and the 2 and then those, right?
This very simple.
So yeah, but I didn't.
Negative 8 minus 2 should be negative.
Like, let's just add.
Oh wait, should we yeah, what number are we?
I was gonna do these two.
Okay, those two, yeah.
So the adding
But
the big numbers.
Like if I had
Those are big numbers. I have a
It's
lot.
alright, I can't.
7 plus 9.
16.
and
16 P.
Yeah, so I don't match.
I have 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
How about well, again, here, not really.
Circular.
Circular. Oh, well, I mean, what's that little bit of size?
Yeah, his head's a little smashed. That's alright.
But I was gonna make my red finger.
Q is correct. This is correct. This is correct.
It's
Correct. Very good.
He's got a lot.
Yes.
So you got
Very good. Alright, are we all good or we need a little bit more time? Okay. Oh yeah, we still have you guys about another minute and then I'm gonna stop you guys. For these ones, I'm gonna write a quick solution. You guys are gonna check your work, okay? I'm not gonna explain this.
Do we just sit down?
If you're done, you can go ahead and sit down if you like.
like purple flowered trees, like all over the place. Yeah, and they're like, they should have a lot, but. It's just like they have a lot of like stuff that but they're love that. Check it out sometime. That is definitely not oxymoron. If I've ever heard one. Why?
All right, guys, go ahead and check your answers. All right. So I wrote the. Oops. My headphones are here. So the first problem, I think that was the first one. For you guys, so check your work here. Talk to each other in case you didn't know what step occurred. That you're like, I don't quite get that step that he did. Okay. Or if I did something wrong, go ahead and let me know too. And on the bottom, I'm going to do right now. This is the second green problem, if you remember that. So I did this one first. Now I'm going to go through the second one. I'm not going to describe it, so I bore you guys to tears, okay? Got to make sure that we kind of mix it up a little bit. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. 9p. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, I believe so. So this is 16p plus 4p cubed minus 3p squared minus 10. Okay, so that's my final answer for the second one. Okay, so go ahead and take a few seconds to look at it. Yes, Malia? Oops. Oopsie. -5 distributes to +20. Oh, yes. Oopsie. Okay, very good, Malia. You've caught my intentional mistake, didn't you? It's not intentional. I totally messed up on that. So, you know what, Malia? I'm just kidding. No, thank you very much. Okay. All right. Oh, and this is not out of ink. That was just I throw away my notes when I'm finished. So yeah, nothing against you. Okay. Yeah. But thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna move on now to 1-3. I'm gonna do one more section with you guys, or no? I think we're on 1-3. Okay. So this is 1-3 multiplying polynomial. So go ahead and write this down. You've already done one of these things before. Now in your seat, why don't we actually multiplying polynomials? Look through your warm-up questions if you wrote them down. The very first 7 problems that we did. Which of those situations do you think is polynomials that are being multiplied together? Look back at your warm-ups. If you still have them up on the board, or maybe you wrote them down, did anybody write those down or no? Yeah, whoops. They're one of the ones I just threw away, huh? Whoopsies. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's look at that blue writing. I'm gonna shoot. Don't look straight at it, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I just can't point this straight to your eyes. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I was just kidding, Mateo. Out of these 4, which one is multiplying 2 polynomials? Is it number 1? 4 times x plus 3. Is it number 2? Is it number 3 or number? It is number 2. Those are 2 polynomials. So let's go back and how we solved for this. X plus 3 times x plus 4. I'm being a little bit out of order. So this is literally your first example. You did not learn this, quote unquote, you didn't learn this, or you shouldn't have learned this beforehand. If you did, great. Okay, great for your previous teacher, great for you for remembering it. Okay, so in theory, this should be your introduction to this. And I think we've gone over this the first few times. Does anybody remember the first step on what we're supposed to do to multiply polynomials? Quick review. Distribute, but what? So you learned FOIL, right? So some people have learned FOIL. Some people, I think FOIL sometimes gets people mixed up. Like, wait, what's first? Wait, what the heck's first? What's last? Okay. Oh, okay. So, well, I'll teach. Do you guys want me to teach you FOIL? The 2 ways? I'm going to go through this way first, the one I've been teaching you. You distribute one number in this parentheses to both the other numbers. That's x squared. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Okay? And then this 3 is going to be distributed to this x and this 4. So that's plus 3x plus 12. Then you combine like terms. The only things I think that are alike are these x's. So your final answer is going to be x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have time to go through FOIL, okay? But I can teach it to you if you want. So if anybody was interested in learning FOIL, you can stay after class or see me during tutoring. It might be a little bit easier on the brain too. Be like first, out, in, last. Oh, I get it. Okay. You'll get the same answer. You'll get the same. What's up? Yeah, out. Whoops, outer. Oh, yeah, first, out, in, last. That's right. Or also you get feel, which is not FOIL. Here is the next level. Okay, so this is the first thing that you're going to learn 1.3. It's going to be nothing new to you guys, okay? The next level, should we go through a sample problem? No, I don't think I have time. Here's the next level. What if you are given this guy? 6x plus 5 times 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. Uh-oh. Is this technically a polynomial? Yes. And this is still technically a polynomial. This is still multiplying polynomials. Yeah. Ah, dang it, Len. Yes, you made it too simple. It's very true. You take the 6x here, and you distribute it to literally every guy in the other parentheses. Nothing different, guys. I'll write that out in green. 6x plus 2x squared would be 12x to what power, guys? 3. 6x times negative 3x is going to be minus 18x. 6x times minus 5 is going to be minus 30x. Anything look fishy here? Yes. 6x times 3x minus 3x is 6 times 3 is negative 18. The x times x is not just x by itself, but x squared. Okay? Very good. And then the other number in this parentheses is 5. So I'm going to take the 5, I'm going to distribute it to all 3 of these numbers over here again. So now I'm going to add this to, so I'm going to add positive 5 times 2x squared. That's going to be plus 10x squared. 5 times negative 3x is going to be minus 15x. And then lastly, 5 times negative 5 is 25. I will add these numbers together now. Which guys can I start combining? Guys, my peoples, as in like everybody here. What things can I start combining? This and this. Okay. How about, what about, so I can add those two. Negative 18x squared plus 10x squared. That's going to give me a total of negative 8x squared. What else can I combine? That'll give me a negative 45x. Okay. Anything else? No, I don't see anything else. The 25 and the 12x cubed are the only things that I didn't do to anything. I didn't combine, so I'm just going to leave them as they were. That is my final answer. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We need to get to through 1-5. Okay. We're pretty much done with 1-3. My next video I'm going to post up tonight or tomorrow night is going to be on some sample problems. I'm going to go through 2 more sample problems on 1-3. Then I'm going to post up another video on 1-4 and 5. Okay? So 2 more videos. A total of probably 20 to 30 more minutes of content you guys need to watch. Okay? You guys need to watch these videos. You understand? Good? All right, guys. That's the end of class. I don't mean to hold you too much longer. So please put away the markers somewhere, put them on the board or in the bucket, and put away your chairs. That's it. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for coming.